El 17 de noviembre se estrena Trolls Band Together, la tercera entrega de la franquicia de Trolls, con Justin Timberlake, Anna Kendrick, Camila Cabello, que entra nueva en esta tercera película, y estamos en los estudios de DreamWorks en Los Ángeles para entrevistar a la gente detrás de este film. No se lo pierdan. And can you talk a little bit about the commitment of Justin Timberlake with the franchise? And he even mentioned that he would like to make like 10 movies of 10 Trolls movies. And he's bringing also NSYNC in this one, right?
He's the best partner we could ever have in music for these films. He is on, he's basically on call all the time to just help us figure out what is the best musical identity for every single moment. He pulls together the music team, and he works very closely with them. He's part of, we pitch him the stories early. He got very on board with this one, being that it's not in any way autobiographical.
No.
But he definitely brings his authenticity from being in one of the biggest boy bands on earth, NSYNC, to this film. And what a surprise it was for us to learn that life and art are kind of mirroring each other in this one, when he decided that, he wanted to bring the band back together.
I love that.
For this.
Yeah, he had a really healthy attitude. We celebrate boy bands, as well as poke fun of them a little bit too. It's definitely a very playful homage to that time.
Yeah, and we are so very honored to have him as our partner.
And you were able to bring back NSYNC after more than 20 years with a new song. Can you tell a little bit about that?
Teddy and I didn't specifically bring them back, but we were just as excited as I'm sure everyone will be when they hear the song that's in the movie. I mean, it really is. It's a great song, and it will be released soon, and it makes quite an impact in the movie and for the story in and of itself.
And Justin said that he wants to do 10 Trolls movie. Are you guys ready for that?
We're there, yeah. I think these movies are some of the most fun projects to ever work on, and if Justin said that, then we're sign me up.
We're in, yeah. It's it's joyful on the screen, and it's joyful behind the scenes too. It's a really fun group of people.
Yeah.
We have a good time making these movies, and so yeah, sign us up for more.
Yeah.
I'm John Dory, Branch's brother.
What?
Ow! Former brother.
Grandma, corn me, Dinkle.
Obviously, we have some voices that they were already in the previous movies, and some new ones. Justin Timberlake, of course, is still involved.
And Anna Kendrick. And we're bringing in some very new, exciting cast. Camila Cabello plays Poppy's sister Viva, and then Brozone, which is Branch's brother's band, is Eric Andre, Kid Cudi, David Diggs, and Troye Sivan. Yeah. And so we got to put together our own supergroup on this one, didn't we?
Yeah, and when Kenan Thompson's back as Tiny Diamond, he's got quite a role in this film.
Mindy, should we be letting a baby drive? I have procured my learner's permit.
Who's a Dulcie McMahon face?
The better question is, are you a narc?
We had Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick back, and some other voices, some new voices like Camila Cabello. Mm-hmm. How was working with them?
Camila really blew me away, as Justin always does, and Anna, of course. But it was really nice to have Camila's texture and what she does and her artistry featured in this movie. And she's got an amazing song right in the middle of the movie about family, and the importance of family. And it's just such a treat. You kind of get to work with your heroes in movies like this, For me, as a producer and as a composer, music lover, I've always looked up to someone like Justin Timberlake, and finally getting to work with him in this sort of capacity was just, it was such a joy. It was such a joy to do that.
Wedding, let's go get married.
Grant.
What? I mean, let's get Bridget and Crystal married.
Yeah. Oh, because it would be weird if we got married.
Yeah,
Wow.
so weird.
Blech.
Justin and Anna, since they've worked on the previous 2 movies, they come in and, you know, we give them their script pages and immediately they just go right into the character. They know exactly the sort of tone or the emotional state that that character would be coming from, and immediately they're also like pitching ideas and they're saying, oh, what if I say this instead of this, or they're pitching joke ideas, or saying, oh, I really want to like land this emotional moment, like maybe we can go a little heavier here. And so it's really cool just having their perspective because they are so familiar with the characters in the world. In terms of Camila Cabello coming in, again, she was just amazing. We kind of pitched to her that her character is the sister that Poppy didn't know she had, older sister who's been sort of separated, who hides this traumatic experience by overcompensating with happiness. So ultimately she comes off as more Poppy than Poppy, and immediately she was like, oh, I love that take, like I totally get it. She talked about how she has a sister, and so she kind of brought that into her performance, and she also was just super open to play and to improvise, and just really brought a lot to the character.
Oh my gosh, hello! My name is Viva! It is so fantastic, amazing to see other...
What is different? I mean, it's the 3rd movie in the franchise, and I guess with each movie you want to add something new, and what would you say is different, is adding to the Trolls?
There's lots, but the big thing in this one is that we learn that Branch has 4 brothers we didn't know about, and
Poppy has a sister. Can you believe that? I wonder how, why, you know? But we dig into that in the story. Yeah.
And Branch's brothers, he used to be in a boy band with them, which we didn't know, when he was just a baby.
We're out of sync. We've gone from boys to men, and now there's only one direction for us to go: the back streets.
Bye. See you later.
And for the fans of Trolls, of the franchise, and people that have seen the previous 2, what do you think they will be more surprised with this new one?
I think there's a lot of surprises in this one. I think from the 2D animation moments that are kind of new and unique to this movie, all the way to this new Mount Regis city that is unlike, I think, anything that we've seen before in Trolls, and the sort of the characters, the villains that inhabit that place, I think are really surprising and hopefully unexpected.
And it's true, even with all the different characters and that sort of thing, making sure they all feel like individuals, you know, making sure that they feel like they have their own unique personality, they're not just a group of who knows who, you know. But I was thinking, even just from the texture standpoint, you know, how, since the world has always been felty and soft, you know, and how do you start introducing like plastics and rubbers and that sort of thing and still make it feel like it's part of the Trolls world, you know?
Exactly. It's creating new species of characters. And I think in this film we have like 4 or 5 different species, and with each species it's almost like a world of its own, with its own sort of design language. So that, I think, surprised us even approaching the movie, going, okay, we're gonna break out of what we've done in the other 2 in this way of introducing new materials that then motivate design styles.
Obviously, because there is a boy band involved,
yeah.
The music kind of in this one changes a little bit from the previous ones. What would you say there?
Yeah, I think there's a new kind of audio kind of signature to this, like a sonic signature, that we lean a little bit more into 90s music than we have in the past. But there's still brand new songs and classic songs from all decades.
You're all I ever wanted.
I can't believe this is really happening!
You're all I
You create new songs, you compose new songs. At the same time, there are songs from the 90s, and so how is that process? How do you work with material that is already there and you adding like new material?
Yeah, I mean, I was tasked with that sort of that job of figuring out what songs we're going to cover, you know, working closely with the directors and the producers on what songs we can choose from and what songs aid to the storyline at hand or the scene at hand, you know. So what was really interesting is and it's fun, is finding the songs that work together well and then building a medley of those. So like in this movie, there's several different medleys that have 6, 7, 8 songs incorporated within them, and there's some great hits that everyone knows in this movie. There's some new hits that folks will be excited to hear, you know. So it's a musical mashup, you know. And Teddy did a great job of like threading it all together. You know, I mean, I don't think there's any scene without music in this movie. If there is, it's a very short scene. But there's always something to help tell the story musically going on, whether it's score or songs.